The first time I watched the invasion fail as a kid, I was devastated, and I wasn't alone.
Nah, bro. Oh, that's so ass.
As I've grown up watching the show over and over, I've had the same question every time. Did the writers have to kill the Eclipse invasion? The Day of Black Sun plan had been built up since back in the middle of Season 2, and involved a massive cast of characters, from Sokka and Katara's dad, to the Mechanist, to the Swamp Benders. It wasn't just a throwaway mission. It seemed like the culmination of everything Team Avatar had achieved to date. But the more I think about it, the more it makes sense that from a writing perspective, this plan had to fail. And in this video, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why. Here's an obvious reason: no firebending. The invasion plan hinges on Aang fighting Fire Lord Ozai during an 8-minute long solar eclipse. Firebenders in The Last Airbender draw power from the sun, so during a solar eclipse there's no firebending. Think about that final battle for a moment. Aang bending air, water, and earth, and Ozai could use a sword or something, I guess. And speaking of firebending, during the Day of Black Sun invasion, Aang isn't a firebender. From the beginning of the show, we've been told that Aang needs to master the 4 elements and then face Fire Lord Ozai.
Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them.
There's already been a partial story arc about Aang learning firebending. He burns Katara and decides to never firebend again. Then he lets go of shame and guilt by training with Guru Patik, and then nothing yet. My point is, for the show to be fully complete, Aang needs to be a firebender. And when the Day of Black Sun rolls around, he isn't yet. So this can't be the end of the show. Now I want to talk about characters for a minute. The obvious place to start is Zuko. We can debate where exactly Zuko's redemption arc starts, but by the end of Season 2 we know for sure that Zuko is more than just a dishonored Fire Nation prince. Just 4 episodes before the Day of Black Sun, Zuko learns the truth about the Fire Nation's war of conquest in The Avatar and the Fire Lord. But then we don't see much of Zuko in the episodes from there until the invasion. Similar to Aang's firebending journey, this is an unclosed loop, an arc that hasn't ended yet, but needs to for the story to feel complete. Now, the obvious way to answer the central question of this video is to just look at what happens between the end of the Day of Black Sun and the finale. If we do that, we could see that 4 out of the 6 episodes are what we call field trips with Zuko. A chance for Aang, Katara, and Sokka to have some character development, as well as build one-on-one connections with Zuko. Crucially, this shows us what the writers really wanted for Zuko's redemption arc. They didn't just want to show that Zuko had good in him and then end the show. They wanted Zuko to fully integrate into Team Avatar, which needed time. Look, there's probably a perfect way to wrap this video up by telling you exactly what you, the audience, gained by watching Team Avatar try and fail to topple the Fire Nation during the eclipse. Maybe it's that watching the characters fail made watching them succeed that much sweeter. Maybe it's that Aang didn't need an eclipse and a clever plan to defeat Ozai. Maybe it's learning that even after you've failed, there's still a path forward. Let us know in the comments how you felt after watching this part of the show for the first time.